I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about the Usos and CM Punk's, I guess, main event talking segment, which we all love when that happens. Chris, what were your thoughts on that?
I got internet issues.
All right, Chris, do you know, what are your thoughts on the Jimmy and Jay Uso and CM Punk closing segment?
How many segments do the Usos need in a night without actually wrestling? I mean, we really need them to open and close a show, right, against two different people that aren't in a tag division, which they have the titles to. I don't know. No. All right. We want to see Punk face off with Roman, don't we? Who cares about Jimmy and Jay? It's Roman's fight.
Yes, but when Roman's not there, you have to send in somebody else, Rod, and that sometimes is the problem. How do you feel the segment went over? Are you buying this heat that they have?
I didn't appreciate it. I mean, honestly, I didn't appreciate it. I think that CM Punk to call the Usos young boys is I mean, those are Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I get in this context you're calling them that because they're backing up Roman, who's their cousin, but like these men are Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? Like, if these dudes weren't Roman Reigns' cousin, and you just look at their resume in the WWE, these guys are Hall of Famers. I mean, Jey Uso was recently the champ. You know what I mean? Like, to call these guys young boys is just like, I'm a little disappointed, I guess, because I was coming around on Punk, and I much rather would have seen Roman go bad guy here, but I guess the crowd determined that they weren't going to get mad at Roman, so now you got to have Punk go a little more heel, and for Punk to go heel, he's got to just come off like a complete asshole, because like he's just been an asshole the last 2 weeks in these two talking segments, like just the stuff that I didn't like out of CM Punk when he first came back, and I called him Phil all the time, the way Roman's calling him that now. So I don't know, man. I hope Roman's going to have something big to say to him, and we're going to see something, because I didn't appreciate Punk being just a petulant ass for the last 2 weeks.
Well, and that's what he is. You know, he speaks the truth. He gets angry at people, and he is an ass. I didn't really like the segment. It was fine. Everyone did their part fine. I just didn't like the segment. I thought it was a little too forced because Roman's not there. You do want to continue to build up the main event for WrestleMania, but we still are far enough away that we didn't necessarily have to have that on there. And I always like to see some. And you know what? Punk can wrestle somebody. I mean, he's probably going to wrestle Jimmy next week or the week after. Non-title match. Might wrestle Jay then. Non-title match. And then go with Roman. Punk can get some more reps, but you also have to be careful with Punk too.
Definitely. I think
that would be a big loss for this year's WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes said that it could be the best bell-to-bell WrestleMania we've had as far as work rate goes. And it could be with the people they have. It just kind of depends on how you put it in there and how good and how short the Cargill and Rhea Ripley match is.